It was just after 1 a.m. when the world outside Emily's apartment seemed to stop. Rain fell in steady sheets across the city, blurring the orange glow of distant streetlights. Inside, the apartment was calm, warm and silent except for the soft flicker of an old black and white movie playing on her TV. Emily lay curled on her couch, sipping tea, wrapped in a blanket. She had always liked the late hours, quiet, unbothered, suspended in time, until the knock. It was soft, intentional, a knock, 3 of them, measured, too slow to be casual. Emily paused the movie and waited. Maybe a neighbor, maybe nothing, but then, again, knock, knock, knock. She stood and crossed the room toward the door, bare feet silent on the hardwood floor. Through the peephole, she saw a figure standing under the overhead light. A tall man in a long gray coat soaked through from the rain. His head was down, his face hidden beneath the brim of a wet, wide-brimmed hat. He didn't move. He didn't knock. He simply stood there. Emily called out, "Who is it?" The man didn't answer, didn't even flinch, just knock, knock, knock. Her hands hovered near the chain lock. Her gut whispered, "Don't open it." She watched him through the peephole for nearly a minute. In all that time, he didn't blink, didn't sway, didn't breathe. But the knocking continued, rhythmic, unchanging. Somehow he was knocking without moving. When she looked again, his face had tilted upward, just enough to reveal part of his mouth. He was smiling, wide, unnatural, teeth too straight, lips stretched too far. Emily stepped back from the door, trembling. The smile didn't feel like joy. It felt like possession. Emily backed away and grabbed her phone. She dialed 911 with shaking fingers. "A man's outside my door," she whispered. "He won't stop knocking. He's just standing there." The dispatcher remained calm. Help was nearby. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. The knocking never changed. Knock, knock, knock. Not angry, not rushed, just patient, endless. At 1:28 a.m., flashing red and blue light washed over her walls. Emily unlocked the door. The 2 officers looked up at her from the stairwell, but the man was gone. No footprints on the wet cement, no sign of anyone having been there. The officers searched, nothing. "We didn't hear anything," one said. "Not a sound." Emily tried to protest, but her voice faltered. How could she explain what she knew? He had been knocking. Even now, she could still feel the rhythm in her chest. The officers left. She checked every lock, every window, every corner, nothing. She returned to the couch, tried to breathe, tried to believe it was over. Then, knock, 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 not from the door, from the hallway, from the closet. She froze. Her skin chilled, her body refused to move. Knock, knock, knock. From inside the walls, now, beneath the floor, behind her, Emily backed into the living room, her phone dropping from her hand. She stared at the closet, then the bathroom, then the walls. The knocking continued, everywhere and nowhere, slow, heavy, unceasing, until it stopped, silence. But the silence didn't feel like peace. It felt like a question, and in that quiet, she finally understood. The knocking wasn't a warning, it was an invitation. No one knows what happened next. When the police returned in the morning, the door was still locked. Tea still warm, no signs of struggle. Emily was gone, but near the closet, something was written in black ink on the wall. A message, scrawled dozens of times in panicked handwriting. "Don't open it, don't open it, don't open it." And beneath it, deeply carved into the wood floor, knock, knock, knock. Thank you for watching. If you found this story chilling, subscribe for more real-life horrors and unsolved mysteries. The truth is out there waiting to be uncovered.